Tesla has rebounded after the bad earnings because deliveries were better than feared, and the company announced a $16.5 billion AI chip deal with Samsung to power future tech. So we have found that bounce, guys, after that move all the way down, finding roughly a 9% move to the downside after that bad earnings, as well as fear from Elon Musk, indicating that future earnings were going to be rough. Nevertheless, we do find that bounce with that good news flushing in right when it has to flush in, and we are trending right back up to around the range where we found that big decline. Price closed at 321.20, finding a little red day here. Bit of back and forth going on, but definitely good response from the buyers after some very bad news. Now, should we expect price to trend to that 333 range, that exact range we were trying to break through before that bad news? Or is going to regain that control, pushing us back to this ascending support here. All right, guys, on the weekly chart, we see that we chop between that 220 and roughly around that 288 for some time. We have a lot of energy building between those two zones, and we finally find a pup to that $488 level. But sellers step right back in, retracing us all the way back down to that level, creating kind of a double bottom up formations here, which leads us to another run up all the way to 367. Smaller pullback, and now we are ascending up, trying to find another movement up and another squeeze-like pattern. If we look at recent times, guys, we see that price is kind of tightening up here, right? We have that big movement up, kind of forming these flag and pole-like structures, big movement, a little bit of chop, big movement, a little bit of chop. So let's try to get that pullback, but they cannot pull back that full movement here. We pull back roughly around half of that movement, find some ascending support, get another nice move up, chop, get a move down, but buyers find that support and we get pushed right back up. Then sellers find that move with that bad news, but buyers respond very well. We are kind of tightening up. Weekly actually looks very nice here. Gotten that big move, really tightening up within this range. It's looking like we could be seeing a squeeze-like effect pretty soon. We do see some very nice tightening of price action here and a nice rebound after some pretty bad news, right? Drastic news for a large cap stock like Tesla to drop around 9% in one day. So definitely a nice response here by the buyers. All right, guys, on the daily, like in the last Tesla videos, we noticed that after we broke out of this sharp descending range here, we see these flag and pole-like structures. See price go up, we see chop, we see price continue its move up, chop, price try to continue its move up again. Cannot, but we do retrace only around half of that movement, meeting up right back with that past consolidation range. And we see a bounce from there, nice movement up, chop, once again, kind of a smaller flag and pole like structure. Try to get that break going higher. We top a bit lower, creating a lower high within this formation, right? High here, high there. And we get pushed back down, but we create a higher low, showing that we've bounced off that ascending support once again. And now what we've indicated is we find a shift in price momentum. So instead of a move up and chop, continuing that volatility, instead, guys, we see a nice ascending support, price holding a bit tighter on that ascending support, looking to test that 333 and get over it. So before this bad news flushed in, definitely was looking nice for that break of 333, given that we've switched up price action. Instead of these volatile drastic moves up and these volatile sell-offs, we see buyers in the ultimate control, kind of just ascending price up, no sharp volatility. But that bad news does step in and we get pushed all the way down right back at that ascending support where we kind of found that bounce after that sell-off. We found that continued movement up, found that bounce once again after that sell-off, after that flag and pole like structure. That leads to this nice ascending profile, but we do get that bad news. But once again, guys, we find that bounce. So Tesla's being reactive to this ascending support. Very nice sign here for the buyers. Did get pushed below at 306, but we didn't get pushed below that ascending support. We find that bounce and buyers follow that up with two nice green days in a row, pushing us all the way almost to the top of that range where we rejected. Sellers did step in today, but we do see a bit of buying pressure showing that there is a bit of back and forth. Wouldn't be surprising if we did see a volatile movement back up or a volatile sell-off, keeping that volatility after that very bad news. So always a chance that we kind of chop between this zone here before getting a move up or down. But I do like the buyer's presence on this one. After we've gotten pushed down, we found some very nice support once again, and we see that reaction and we see that follow up, those two nice green candles. And this red day today, a lot less control by the sellers. We do have some decent selling control, but not as solid as the buyers on this day. So the next couple of days of price action is going to be crucial, but I do like us more to the upside here than to the downside. And after that bad news, we got followed up with some good news. So yes, there's a lot of bad news circulating Tesla, especially the earnings and the sales reports, as we were down around 12 to 13% on the earnings and sales, that being a very drastic decrease for Tesla. But followed up right after that, deliveries were better than feared, guys, better than expected. So fundamentally, if we could stay on the good side of Tesla, guys, we are definitely looking nice here, as we looked very nice from a TA perspective on this movement, found that nice bounce of that support. Change price action, change the momentum of price action, so these volatile moves up and chop. Much more clean ascending profile here, and then we try to break through. We are still in a general uptrend, right? We do have that break of that big descending range, still very much in an ascending profile. So I do think that we retest that 333. That is the price target that stands on the channel. Trying to see if we get a break there. Getting towards that chop range right here before that breakout, right? We have three really main chop ranges. The one after we broke out right here, the second one being up top between that 333 and that 348 roughly, and the third one being right within the range that we are in right now with that 333 and that 306. So I think that this could be very much an exit pathway, guys. I think that we do get that movement up and break, and say buyers pick up that steam, guys. If we could fully break through that 367 and this descending kind of pattern here, definitely looking nice. Not a perfect descending range, but we definitely do see a bit of a descending trend here. So if we could break through that and then retest that 333, break through that, I think we are in some pretty good shape here for Tesla. All right, guys, I'll take you to the hourly. We see that nice stair step like pattern on this ascending support. Buyers in that ultimate control. We find that support level here, get that move up. Small retracement back to that support level, move up, right around that support level, move up, right back to that support level. Sellers try to step in, they cannot. We hold tight at that 333, get that bad news, big gap down. Talking roughly that exact gap down, about 6% on the gap down, and continuation down around 8 to 9%. But we do meet right back up with that longer term ascending support, stemming all the way back here, guys, right where we got that bounce. And then we see that movement up. So very nice movement up, smaller retracement, nice movement up, smaller retracement. Looking for another move up to continue the bullish price action. So I think we're looking good here for Tesla, guys. We've broken out of that long-term descending range. We've gotten that nice movement up in those flag and pole like structures, very volatile. Then we saw a shift in momentum, shift in price as price rode that ascending support. Did get that bad news, but great response with good news as well as good price action right after that around 8% movement down. So exactly what you want to see as buyers, guys. Still have a bit of back and forth, but we do have that 333 price target set, trying to break through that and further. Now, let me know your price predictions in the comments below, where you guys see Tesla price going within short term and long term. If you guys want me to continue covering Tesla, make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, trade smart. I'll see you all in the next one.